So in this experiment, you're going to get out a piece of paper and draw 3 lines in the middle of the page, like so. And then what you can do is get out anything you can stack of 3 different sizes. Quarter, nickel, and a penny are pretty good. If you don't have coins, 3 pieces of paper, and or whatever, you can use books. It needs to be large, medium, and small. Okay? And so you're going to arrange your pieces of paper, coins, whatever, on the lines where you have the largest one on the bottom, the medium-sized one, and the small one on the top, okay, on the leftmost line. Now what you're supposed to do, this is a problem-solving task called the Tower of Hanoi, is move your coins or paper all the way to the right, but you have certain rules. You can only move one item at a time, and you can't stack larger items on top of smaller items. So the one on the left is okay because the small piece is on top of the medium piece, but you cannot put the large piece on top of the medium piece. So you have to move one of them at a time, and you can't stack items that are bigger on top of something smaller. Just imagine that they'll crush them. So you want to reach the goal state in as few moves as possible. So you're going to count down the number of moves that it takes you the first time, so write down that number, and then when you're finished, try it again and try and get a smaller number of moves. So the whole thing is called the Tower of Hanoi. It's a test of problem solving. The minimum number of moves is 7. Okay, so reaching that goal in the minimum number of moves requires the use of working memory and visual imagery and planning. It's a way that we can look at problem-solving deficits with people with brain damage. Sometimes it takes people up to 14 to 20 moves, so it just depends. So the minimum number you can have is 7. Okay. With practice, you can get faster. So more difficult versions of this task exist where you have 4 to 5 different items. So now we need to try it again, this time with 4 items. So use a dime or a tiny piece of paper as your 4th item. So the minimum number of moves to reach this state is 15. So I want you to try that and see how many moves that you get. Okay. You can also play this online by clicking on the link or that's included on Blackboard. So what you want to do to turn this in is list the number of moves that you had when you tested it with 3 items and list the number of moves that you had when you tested it with 4 items.